No oigo, no. Jordi, dame volumen. Si está hablando Javi Mata, no lo oigo.
Empezamos la rueda de prensa, ¿sí? Buenas noches, vamos a comenzar.
Good evening. Let's start with questions for Unai Emery, Villarreal coach. Javi Mata. Hi, good evening. First of all, thank you for giving us the chance to see what we saw. What did you think of the first half? I've been here all my life. And you spoke about that feeling that that has been around the team. I think this Champions League, this edition of the Champions League, is the definite, the ultimate feeling about Villarreal. What did you think of the first half? On the first half, and what do you think now? I still think it was extremely difficult when you play Champions League semi-finals semi-final against any team, especially with a big team like Liverpool. You have to do things almost perfectly, going through excellency, playing an excellent football. And in 2 games, 4 fourths or 45 minutes, I could sum them up as 45 minutes where we defended really well there, 45 minutes where we didn't defend well enough in the second half there. So where but our goal tonight was to score the first goal in order to get us closer and having that strength of being close to that comeback. The second goal reinforced us very much, especially because we made a huge effort during the first half, and we knew that that could be heavy on our legs for the second half, but we had to assume that, and we had fresh legs on the bench maybe for that second half. But Gerard Moreno's injury, at an emotional level, it was very hard for the team because of what he gives on the pitch. He helps us go in close combat with people like Van Dijk, for example. So he gives us so much on the pitch, but he felt he was not comfortable. He just came back from injury, as we know. He told us that he would hold on as much as he could, but we were not quite the same team in the second half, and we had to maintain that, to resist, as we did against Villarreal, as we did against Juventus or Bayern. And the first goal was a huge blow for us at an emotional level as well. It was just insufficient. What I feel is it was just insufficient. We couldn't find the right amount of strength in the second half. We were not here on holiday. We deserved to be here, and we had chances to get through to the final. We showed that, and the team, I think the team showed that in both legs, to be honest. While they didn't let us play offensively at Anfield, we proved that we could do it tonight, and we wanted to prove that in front of our fans, and we did it, but we lacked something extra, and we didn't have that. I wanted to ask you, Unai, about the penalty to Lo Celso, that Lo Celso penalty that the referee didn't want to check it with VAR at a Champions League semi-final. I think it could have been maybe game-changing for the second half, perhaps. What do you think? Well, yeah, it was a good chance. Gerard gave a great pass to Gio, and Gio could have scored, could have gone round the goalkeeper. I didn't see it, but people have told me that it was a clear penalty. Some other people say it could have been interpreted that the player was a bit late. But yes, it is a key play, of course, because if we could have gone 3-0, perhaps. So if we had been through, if we had gone up 3-0 in the first half, it would have been something else. But the referee has been good throughout. We're not going to. We have no regrets in that respect. If he had called it, then it would have been great. If not, well, we have to accept that anyhow. Has it been too much Liverpool in the physical aspect of Liverpool? Do you think it's been too much? Do you think it was the decisive factor? No, we in the first half we had less possession. We had to go to tackles and one-on-one duels very much, and we matched their intensity in those duels and those one-to-ones, and we had to prove and make them realize that they could suffer, and we managed that, but we couldn't maintain that for 90 minutes. We were not strong enough to maintain that. I think we lacked the capacity to match their intensity in the second half and maybe keep the ball a bit more. And a team like Liverpool, with their intensity, will never allow you to do that. With Gerard Moreno's injury, emotionally, I think that hurts our team very much. Without a leader on the pitch, etc. And that was another factor. Maybe also their first goal was a huge boost for them, and for us, it hurt us mentally, knowing that we had to make another huge effort. And I think the team was not as ready as in the first half to do that. Congratulations for the seasons, for the European season. Yesterday in MD-1, you talked about Liverpool as the best team in the world, and you warned that you had to play a perfect match in order to go through. You almost played to perfection in the first half, but you said that already at half break. You knew that you had to maintain during the second half. What did you tell your footballers at halftime? I don't know if it was Liverpool's merits or Villarreal's demerit. We could see at the start of the second half that Liverpool took a step forward. Were you a little bit condescending at the start of the first half, and it was too late to react when you finally realized? Well, I said it from the beginning. We played with Gerard Moreno, who is very important for the team in many, many, many ways. We could duel with them very close to the last defending, to their defenders. We couldn't do that in the first leg. It was not Samu, not Arnaud. That we couldn't win positions with their defense that allowed us to create clearer chances in attack. We could do that with Gerard in the first half, but he told me at half-time, he told me he was feeling pain from his injury again, and we knew he was not going to be the same in the second half, but he wanted to play and make a huge effort and stay on the pitch as long as possible. We wanted to be there, again in that last line of defense, but we lacked strength. We lost him. We couldn't manage to find that much strength in the second half. But it's not about wanting to do things; it's about being able to do things. I think so. We knew that maintaining that physical level, that intensity of the first half is very difficult against a team like Liverpool, against a squad like Liverpool. I insist that I believe that we lost a bit of strength, but not because we didn't want to do it. It's just we couldn't do it. We feel really proud of what Villarreal has done despite the result tonight. I think it's been a great match. The fans were behind the team. And do you have a message for the fans tonight? And also commenting on Boulaye Diaz's game, what do you have to say about him? Because his first goal was game-changing. Well, as for the fans, when we lived through something magnificent, we wanted more. We wanted to reach the final, but that would have been That would have been amazing for this season, reaching a Champions League final, but against a rival who is the favorite, etc. It would have been the best rival to reach that. In order to achieve that in 2 games of 90 minutes, we couldn't do it. We defended really well, like I said, in the first leg. On the second half, we couldn't contain them anymore. The result tonight, it was feasible because my team is able to beat Liverpool. It was able to win, to get on top of Liverpool 2-0, but we couldn't fulfill this. We couldn't get it done to the whole 90 minutes. As for Boulaye Dia, he scored a great goal. I'm really happy about him, but I'm really happy about the whole of my squad, and of course in my. I'm really happy about my team and about the tie. We faced a Liverpool, a bigger, more experienced, a decisive team, a very strong team. We played 45 excellent minutes, but we lacked the rest.
Hola, mister. Buenas noches. Para una persona,
For someone such a perfectionist as you are, the fact that you played such a good first half and then lacking that physical strength and being overcome by that physical strength by Liverpool, do you have any remorse? Any regrets about the first leg, or you feel that you couldn't have done any more in the first leg? No, I have no regrets. No regrets, because we have learned how to compete. We have learned how to being able to face different rivals at different levels, and we have learned how to find our way to win and our own way to compete. So I think we acted, the same way in Liverpool, in the same way that we acted in a variety of games this season. We couldn't find the right answer to certain situations. Maybe we're not ready to do that yet. We couldn't find that ability to do that. But our rival there won all the duels, all the divided balls. We couldn't find any chances. But it was important to being able to get out of there alive to do something else. But we did believe that we were able to do it tonight here. We should have maintained it for longer. At times you have to be. We proved that we can beat a team that is better than us, which is Liverpool, and who are favourites, and we have to do many things right. Some of them we couldn't do them correctly because they didn't let us do it, because they were better, because they tied us up, and maybe some others because we are not ready for certain situations on the pitch. Maybe we're not ready yet for that level. So we had to learn how to suffer, how to defend really well. For example, today in the first half, the key was that we could defend really well, but we defended higher. While at Liverpool, at Anfield, we didn't take that decision because obviously we could have found more spaces at home, and since, like you proved in the second half, they are the best team in the world with spaces. So we couldn't do that in the first leg. Unai, congratulations. At the end of the game, Rulli was really, really devastated because maybe he could have done something in the third 3 goals that you scored, that he conceded. What did you tell Rulli at the end of the game, and what did he say of the situation he lived tonight? I shake hands with all my players at the end, but I didn't really get any deep. He was disappointed, of course, because I think he believes that maybe in the first goal he let it slip through his legs and maybe he could have done something else. But Rulli is a goalkeeper who's played an exceptional season with a huge personality, mentally very strong. And of course, I'm sad tonight and he will be sad tonight, but he will feel some sort of part that maybe he could have done something better. He might feel that tonight, but he's played a fantastic season. I have no regrets, nothing to tell him off about. There are certain, it's very complicated to pinpoint certain errors on the pitch. We put it all together as part of the team. I want this to be one more step moving forward with the team. I wanted to ask you, how do you assess the Champions League trajectory of Villarreal? And what is your personal gain? What does Unai Emery take away from this Champions League season? Well, learning, it's more experience, more knowledge. And this is the beautiful thing about football. It's not the result tonight, of course. It's what we've lived through. The group stage, the Atalanta game, etc. The tie against Juventus, it was beautiful, tremendous. Bayern Munich, going through at the last stage, the dying moments of the game, the first 45 minutes of tonight, where we enjoyed it so much, with the feeling that we had the capabilities to answer to Liverpool. So everything you do, Liverpool, of course, we wanted to play the final and win the Champions League. But now we're going back to the league, and you always have this feeling that the Champions League, we had to devote some more efforts to the Champions League, and maybe we neglected the league slightly, but we have to focus on the league now. And we will try to get through to qualify for Europe the next year, etc. So what we need to take out of this is feelings, experience, knowledge, etc. Everyone will feel the same. The fans, the team, as part of the team building, club building of this Villarreal, such a stable, powerful club for so many things, and we have to feel proud of that. Thank you so much. Good night.